hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
All right, what is going on, Entertainment? So time come to y'all with another video. Okay, we doing a Love Town Hall. Yeah, oh yeah. You already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think down below. Now, first thing I wanted to get into, y'all, is Shawn. So as you guys all saw online, the mayor of where Shawn lives at has come online and even did press and bash Shawn for Shawn going and doing Love Island and basically quitting in order to do the show. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't care what job I'm at. If a bigger opportunity comes forward, I am quitting. I've tried to leave jobs through getting on the show. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, I don't think y'all understand. The moment I get a call confirmation, I'm gone. I don't care at all. So this is what he said during the press interview with TMZ.
People who take jobs and then do career changes, especially when they're young. So why does this get your goat so much?
I don't have anything against this individual personally. It's just from our point of view, it's like I tell my kid at the park, like if you leave litter there, someone's got to pick it up. And for us who are struggling like every city across the country to attract, retain police officers, there's an opportunity.
Which, by the way, is the department okay with you guys speaking on this situation like this? Like, it's one thing for the police department to have come out and said something negative, but you're the mayor. How do you know how they feeling? Or are you speaking for them?
Cost when we invest money in somebody and then they decide to leave after 8 or 9 months. So it's not even just about him. It's just about this general idea that when we make decisions, there are consequences that affect other people.
Are you concerned, Mayor, that going forward there may be other young recruits who opt for something related to either social media or reality TV?
Now, I don't know about y'all, but like when it comes to get quick rich schemes, when it comes to these reality shows, Love Island is, I feel like, one of the most guaranteed get rich quick schemes. No shade. Because when it comes to the sponsorships, the clout, the followers, when it comes to all that, it adds up. It makes money. Versus going on like one of these fighting shows where it's like you get the money for a little bit, but then that's it. You get a good amount of followers, maybe, but you ain't get no sponsorship deals. You don't get no like these people are on commercials. If y'all watched that episode of Love Island, they were on commercials. They've been getting sponsorships. They've been getting deals. He's probably going to end up, if Shawn lasts throughout the end of the season or midway, he's going to end up probably making more this year after he gets off Love Island than he would have made had he stayed being a police officer where he's from. I can guarantee you that.
As a sort of get rich quick, which doesn't frequently work out for them, but at least that they may be thinking they can get rich quick this way.
We have a great city, and I don't think we're going to have an epidemic of people leaving for reality television shows. But I do think that in general, it's harder sometimes to convince people about the stability and the value of being part of a job that you're connected to in the community. And I want to be clear, we have the best police department around. We really do. And they've got this high level of trust with our community that comes down to the idea that when they meet somebody, that person's coming back around, they're on a bike, they're walking, they're coming to different community events and things like that. So we will always do everything we can to continue to recruit officers, and we're about to swear in 5 officers in the next couple of months. With that being said, I do think sometimes, and I used to teach before this job, is convincing young people that sometimes, reality television or what's best for you next week might not be best for you 5 or 10 years down the road. It can be a challenge, but that's really up to them, and they get to make their own decisions in America.
Gen Z and Gen L.
Okay, so the mom responded back and said, "This is Shawn's mom, and this makes me very sad because the mayor doesn't see what a huge opportunity this was. I care about facts, so let's start with Shawn part put in for leave. Secondly, they didn't pay for a full academy for Shawn. Shawn came to PA after being a Contra sheriff deputy since April 2021, and they paid to put him through a full academy. I'm not saying they didn't do any training, but they also weren't fully honest about all the details. What job is honest about the details? I'm proud of my son. It is a brave decision to out yourself out there to find love under the microscope of the world. Now, I did hit up his mama because this is my blog and she commented under my blog. She has not yet responded, but anybody who agrees with the mayor, you're gonna go nowhere in life, because there's something that happened to me like years ago that kind of made me look at 9 to 5 so differently. So like I had this friend who at one point he worked for me, and this was around the time I was at Domino's or whatever. And he had went and worked at some other Domino's and stuff, and he literally died in his uniform. He ended up getting hit by a car. And mind you, this guy, he was always working. I'm talking about he worked like a Hebrew slave. RIP to him. That made me look at 9 to 5 so differently. And of course, I've worked many of jobs since then, but it made me like look at it so differently because they immediately looked for other people to replace him afterwards. And you think the company did some loving tribute, honor for all the years he put in at that company? No. They moved on like nothing happened. So with that happening when I was younger, that's kind of also too, that was what made me kind of get into life insurance. The mixture of that, I said, oh no, okay? And that's what, it would push me to, I was already doing consecration then, but it made me go a little bit harder because stuff like that, it's like, it really shows you how like, people don't care about a human life. All they want to do is fill a seat and they want a body so that way you could do what they want them to do so they could get their money up. That's it. But you personally, they could give a crap about. If you fall dead tomorrow, they don't care. They're going to act like they do and seem sad and ooh, whole time it's all a facade, okay? So that way they don't look like a piece of crap. So shame on that mayor, even though he said, oh, I'm not talking specifically about him. You're talking in generalities and you're mentioning him. So please, okay? If I was his mom, I'd be upset too, because don't be lying, talking about as if you paid and y'all put all this investment in him, and that's not even the truth. You capping. You try to make it seem like it's a lot better than it actually is. Whole time it's not. So I think the mayor dead ass wrong for this. If Shawn, to me, did the right thing, okay? You ain't gonna ever look that good again 10 years from now. You ain't gonna ever be in that shape again 10 years from now. But you better take it when the iron is hot, okay? You look hot, so you better go. Listen, I would have done the same thing if I was him. I don't care. And I can guarantee you, after the show, if he applies to any other academy, they'll probably be more than willing to take him in. Y'all act like that's the only state that has a police academy. Trust me, they need people. All right, it looks like Oliandria, you guys, is going to be dropping a track called Ola Dolls Anthem, okay? Let me tell y'all, you know who I blame for this? I blame you, Natalie, okay? You got all the baddies thinking they can hop in the stew. Now, here's a little bit of preview of it that she dropped on the gram.
Put your hands up if you nasty. Put your hands up.
It was a whole lot of Debbie Cake shaking, tatas out, buka bop bop bop, right? I do feel like she's probably going to be doing this for fun. I don't think she's probably going to try to pursue a music career seriously. Even if she was, everybody else is doing it. Why can't she? You know what I'm saying? But I really don't think so. I feel like this was just for fun. And she's probably just trying to establish a platform on YouTube. That's why she's launching it on YouTube. Once again, this to me proves my point with the mayor. There's a lot of things being Olive Island that you could do. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, if I was straight, that would be one of the main shows I'd be trying to get on. I don't care. That would be one of the main shows I'd be trying to get on. The way I'd be trying to push my straight homeboys and homegirls that I know to do it, and someone would be like, oh no. I'm like, oh, y'all don't realize the privileges y'all have. There's nothing like this for us in the community, babes. We got bad boys. We got playboys. What else? That's about it. Like Drag Race, and that's only a few drag queens. What else? That's about it. Like it's not that much out there reality, especially competitive wise, out there at all. Okay, it's either those shows I mentioned or OF. Pick one. All right, so next I want to get into y'all is one of the new bombshells. So of course he was supposed to be a cast member, and then he was then demoted to a bombshell later on because of Asana So just a little backstory on him. He is 26 years old. I'm still mad at my trainer for not going on this show. Like, the man name is Gabriel and he's Brazilian. Like, they literally found a carbon copy of the man and casted him. Like, he would have got casted before him. Legit. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Anyways, he's 26 years old and he's a DJ and a model. And he's 6'2", and he's represented by Crawford, New York. So this is one of the influencer type casting that they did this season. All right. And then his love language is making out, which is everybody on the show's love language. And he speaks English, Spanish, and Portuguese. Okay. Now, the other new bombshell, her name is Kata. So Kata, you guys, if y'all don't know, she's Haitian. And I don't know about y'all, Kata is going to give these girls a run for their money because look at the material. Look at the material. She's 22 years old and she's from New Hampshire. She loves to travel and she adores pit bulls. And she likes to spend her time on the beach and she's a business manager. Okay. And they said that it's not much known about Kata's business, but in addition to work as a business manager, she posts several modeling photos online. She attended Manchester High School 2023 and is also a highly active athlete during high school, playing both women's basketball and volleyball. Okay. And her full name is Kata Reeves Busses. So you know she is up for real. Busse. All right. It's not Bosse, it's Busse because she's up. Okay. She to me is one of the most gorgeous cast members they've casted in a minute. Okay. Like, once again, y'all, look at the material. All right. Next, I wanted to get into, y'all, is some of the reactions that we've been getting online in regards to the cast. Now, the whole door opening thing has went viral with Casey opening that door to nothing. That has hit the internet. It has made the internet like trend for the entire night of the premiere. And another thing that's been trending as well is Beatrice's foot. Now, the editors, I don't know if they're doing this on purpose or what, but there was a lot of edits on the premiere episode of Love Island where they would zoom into her foot unintentionally while it didn't even need to be zoomed into for the scene. It was kind of unnecessary, and I don't know if they were doing that to be funny or what, but it was like noticeably, in my opinion, intentional, because why all of a sudden everybody's talking and then you look down and you see her foot? Y'all get what I'm saying? That's some of the stuff that's been trending so far. Anyways, let me know what y'all think down below about what the mayor has to say about Shawn and the mom's response as well. Let me know what y'all think down below, and we're out, babies.